What up? This is Demu. Welcome back to another episode of Secret of Mana Remake. And here is episode 4. We are working our way over to the Haunted Forest. And let's take a look at a couple things here. As you can see, what I'm showing you on the screen is what we're going to be touching on today. And here's the story so far. Randi receives the axe strong enough to break rock from Watts, the blacksmith. On the Dwarf Elder's advice, the party heads to the witch's castle in the Haunted Forest. So basically, we've already taken care of everything that we need to take care of here down in the underground village. A couple things to look at here, of course, is our characters are filling out pretty nicely. I'm not sure why this happens, but we will get these characters all lined up, not a problem. Let's see here. Monsters are filling out pretty nicely as well. So we've got our Buzzbee, Blat, Kid Goblin, Green Drop, of course. And then with Poppy, with his weapon of choice is the boomerang, which is a ranged weapon, but I've also got the Choblin's bow. With this bow, it's just a little bit more attack power right now, and it's also a ranged weapon, which I want him to stay at range. So I'm going to go ahead and equip him with that instead. And we're going to head up through the blacksmith area. Before I head over to the Haunted Forest, I am going to stop over by... Oh, hey, Neko. Over by Kippos Village, which is a little bit out of the way, but we had passed this village prior. And here we are at the crossroads again, where we can go to the Haunted Forest. There's Gaia's Navel. We won't worry about the Haunted Forest just yet. We are going to head to the south where we came from. Go talk to the townsfolk in that area, buy a couple items. Alright, Kippos Village. The inn is right here. That's very cool. Let's talk to the townsfolk, see what's going on here.
This is Kippo Village.
Oh, okay. A woman of short words.
This is my home, and the business is upstairs.
So you can kind of see he looks a little bit unique, and you can see his name was Cannon Man.
This is my home, and the business is upstairs.
So this guy and his brothers or cousins or something like that, they run the Cannon business, which is like this game's version of fast travel.
My husband's brothers all look alike. Sometimes I can't tell who's who.
There we go. So we'll be using that that service more and more as we get deeper into the game. But just right now, we're exploring. We're getting to see all the different venues and stuff like that, and we're just taking our time. But we will be using it a lot more often.
To the north is a cave called Gaia's Navel where the dwarfs live.
Let me in.
My son Dyluck always says he's too busy to visit, even though he practically lives next door.
I heard how rough life is in the nearby kingdom, but it's nice and laid back here.
So this is the parents of Major Dyluck. I always thought that was cool. Like, when I first ran into these two, I'm like, holy crap. Like, it's not very often that RPGs are flesh out the world enough to where you could go and meet the parents or the siblings or whatever of the characters of the world. And so I always thought that was so fascinating and really helped flesh out and bring this world to life.
Stop by Dad's store later, okay?
So here at Kippos Village, let's see.
Welcome. What?
We've got the elbow pad, which I'm almost positive that we had bought in the previous episode. We do have the chain vest and the hair ribbon. So I am going to buy an elbow pad just to be on the safe side. Probably wasting my money here. we are buying the chain vest, and we're going to buy 2 of these because each of these characters can actually wear that. The Kung Fu dress be a good one to purchase, and we're going to buy the hair ribbon as well here.
Anything else?
Oh, that'll do it. That way, we've got all these items. We're in good shape. Okay, so the chain vest is going to give us +7 defense and +5 magic defense. Perfect. A good increase there. The elbow pad is not very good for us, so we're just going to bypass that. And then the chain vest for Poppy here is a considerable upgrade, so we're going to go ahead and take that as well. We're going to keep everything in our inventory for now. We will. So now we kind of talked with everybody there, and we bought some gear. Hopefully, Poppy here can withstand a little bit more damage, and we're going to go ahead and continue to kill everything on our way. There's my weapon skill. Just went up to level 2, and then Poppy's weapon skill just went up to level 1. So as you can see, it doesn't matter about the level itself. It just matters how many things you kill in that period of time. So, now that I'm level 2 with the mastery, you can see now I've got a slightly bigger bar. Takes a little bit longer to fill, and I've got a new weapon art that goes with it. And this one is considerably strong. Bam! Hits like a truck, feels really good to use. Just takes some time to really build up. So, in the heat of battle, sometimes that might not be possible, depending on what kind of enemy you're fighting. Sorry, my throat is having an allergy attack or something. Oh. And I can't hit anything. Okay. So like before, we're heading north to the Haunted Forest. I don't feel like this area is doing it justice. In the original, this was like a big flowery area, very colorful.
A witch lives up ahead in the Haunted Forest. Be careful, that place is chock full of monsters. Some poor girl went in there alone. By now, there's probably no hope for her.
Probably talking about Primm. Haunted Forest, got his navel. Cool. Alright, so over here to the east, this is actually another fast travel area. You can see this will take us to the Water Palace or Pandora. That doesn't, we're not going to use it right now, but I just wanted to kind of showcase that this is what the fast travel area is. There's multiple places that have this available, so as you can see, the NPCs look almost identical to the one we met in Kopos Village. Now we are going to go ahead and we're going to continue on. And if you remember before, near the Water Palace, there's like that portal area that Dyluck and his soldiers went through. That is also here. So we're going to take this, and this will take us into a different part of the Haunted Forest. We have a new enemy here. These guys all have ranged attacks, and they hit like trucks for this part of the game. So we want to be very careful about positioning and trying to get the jump on these guys so they don't get at us too early. Alright, Poppy. Level 4. Perfect. So we're going to try to get through here as quickly as possible. These guys are going to tear into him pretty quickly. So I'm going to try to play pretty aggressively and try to shield him while I'm trying to get in there and at least get them stunned down. Nice hit, nice hit. So, 34 gold. Nice, nice. Alright, so, as you can see, Neko's here. Convenience pays off. Typically, whenever you see Neko out somewhere, his items are going to kind of upgrade with you. So you can kind of go, oh, I can get this or that. Gear-wise, I mean. All of his items right here, that almost never changes. So we'll always have a large stock of all of this anyway.
Anything else?
No, that'll be it. And you can see, the levels come pretty quickly. It's not going to take much to get Puppy up to speed with Randi. So this was the kind of the special encounter that you would have missed out on had you stayed with Primm, went to the haunted forest, and done her side of the story before going and get Puppy. There would have been no compensation for this experience, I guess you could put it as. So this is why I'm kind of doing it. One, because this was, again, it's awesome that there's two different ways of going through the story, and you get different results. And then you have, you know, this special encounter right here. She's being attacked by 2 werewolves in the forest. I'm gonna try like hell here. These guys are no joke right now. As you can see, they're already about to take out our boy. There we go.
I knew you'd come. Thank you. Okay, let's go. We have to save Dyluck.
Primm joined the party. So now the whole crew is together. We have everybody with us. Now we can continue on.
We need something sharp, like an axe. Otherwise, we'll never get through.
So this would be the area that you could go up to before you'd get stuck, and she would be like, hey, I know, let's go to the underground village, blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of a silly little playthrough. So anyways, there'll be certain obstacles inside the game that requires you to use a certain weapon to get through. This is where the axe would come into play. You'd use that to crush those rock boulders, or rock pillars, I guess would be the correct name for it.
Try to stop me.
Good lord. About one shot, Primm.
Thanks.
So now we're getting into like the thick of like this area. Definitely, yeah, can't reach him. So we're gonna spend some time. Ooh. Because these guys are just so under-leveled. And I might end up playing Poppy to be a little bit more on the defensive side, because I know I can keep her protected. While I let Randi do the majority of the DPS. There we go. Again, it pays to explore because we would have had to come over here anyway. So that worked out great. I just seen something. They're not the same. See, like, I was thinking that these mushrooms that are here, if you've ever played Super Mario RPG, they kind of look like the mushrooms that you would be attacked by whenever you go into that haunted forest area. I think they're kind of a throwback. I'm not sure. Well, Super Mario RPG actually came out later, so yeah, I'm just wasting time. Sorry. Let's continue. But then again, what a fantastic game that was. I wonder if that's on the Switch. I might have to play that too. So, you need a sword or something to cut through these bushes. If you can't, then you can't reach these guys. So, whole pain in the ass. Ah. Nice, nice, nice. Very good. Yeah, can't cut through that. There we go. Alright. So, as we can see, that's where we were earlier, right there, to hit that switch. We would have not made it past this point, because there would be a chasm right here. So, perfect. We're so popular. Got so many friends wanting to come and say hello. Weapon skill level 2 for Primm. Perfect. So, if you remember, by the water palace where Dyluck went in, this is where they came into the haunted forest, as they used a whip or some type of rope to get across this chasm here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dim, didn't we just get some magic rope in the other episode there? We did. However, it's not used as a weapon. This is actually a pretty useful tool to say, like, we're in the depths of a dungeon or something and we don't want to walk or fight our way all the way back out. This will teleport us back to the entrance without having to fight our way back. It's just really efficient use, and it's unlimited uses, so it's not like a one and done type of thing. But that will not work here. I know for the longest time I thought it would do that as a kid. I thought something like that. So we'll eventually get the whip. It's coming. Oh, no. Don't you. These guys are much more dangerous than the mushrooms, so I would leave the mushroom be and try to kill the bigger priority target if it came down to that. Oh, punch and glove. Randi got it in the face. Fantastic. I'm CC'd, so I'm going to switch over to another character and continue doing damage. Alright. Randi is back. Oh. Awesome. As you notice, that portal or that rune had a little bit of a different sound. So now we're getting closer to the castle in the forest. Finding a werewolf here. Okay. So what's off to the left over here? Doesn't look like anything. So we'll have to go to the right. There we go. Got some monsters here. Now, these are the same mushrooms that we met in the previous areas. But since they're being partnered up with some more difficult enemies, they're able to get more of their mechanics out. And I think that's what we're seeing here more than anything. You've seen like him do like that spin top move or whatever. That's pretty standard. This would be a little bit cheap, but I like it. Actually, no. I don't fear these guys as much as I would in...
No, not this.
Uh-oh. Alright, so we got a problem. Just had a character die, and I currently don't have a way of bringing them back. Trying to think of how I want to handle this. I think it's not going to let us use the... Well, I'm just going to have to bite the bullet. So, if you come across something like this, you have a couple options. Do better at healing than I did, which I was doing a piss poor job and getting greedy there. The other side is if you remember, Neko is in the forest. Neko has an item that can revive your characters called the Cup of Wishes, which is actually really important. Just because that's the only way you can resurrect characters outside of just going to an inn. If you go to an inn and you go to sleep with dead characters, they'll also be resurrected there. However, if you're out in the wilderness like I am and you're not near anything, like I can't use my magic rope because the forest isn't considered a dungeon. So therefore, I'm just stuck here. Now I can go all the way back and go talk to Neko there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push in a little bit further. I don't like when this happens because that means that Primm is not getting any experience. She's not leveling, she's not getting stronger. That's frustrating. But hopefully there's something ahead that will kind of help us. Found a chocolate. Good deal. So we've got candy, and then we've got chocolate. Chocolate is just a bigger heal. More chocolate. Fantastic. I'm gonna go left here first. Yeah, chairs. That's fine. I believe these were the, what's that? Poppy's leveled again. Fantastic. These were the Polter chairs. So we've got just about every enemy at this point. Randi is now level 10. That is exactly where we want to be, and we're not even trying. So we've got a good pace right now. Now I could stop and I could be like, well, I need to get the other characters up to level 10. I'm not necessarily gonna do that. They're gonna catch up on their own. There's some diminishing returns to where, like, they surprisingly enough, they catch up pretty fast. I don't know if they gain experience faster than Randi does. But it always seems like regardless of how far ahead I get him, they catch up relatively efficiently. So we'll go ahead and take care of this werewolf here. Oh, he got healed. That's not cool. We'll go down these stairs here. Oh, hey, it's the soldiers. Hey, Neko. Oh, this is fantastic. We can hopefully buy from him. Oh, nothing here.
We've come to help. Huh? Oh.
Where's Dyluck?
Huh? Oh. Maybe with the witch?
It's no use. These guys already act like soulless zombies.
Just like the people in Pandora. You can bet the witch is behind this whole thing.
Home. Want go home? Want witch? Stand there. All three on the platform. It makes a bridge.
So cool. So he's telling us how to get into the next area because there is a button on the floor. But say like had I walked on it before coming into this room, nothing would happen. But now that the soldier gave us that advice, now we're going to be able to move on to the next area. So you can try to talk with these guys, but they are just absolutely out of it. They're not doing anything. But we got Neko here.
Now, I got caught. Need anything now?
Yes, please.
Special deal for busy travelers. I'll even save the game from you.
Alright, so we got our candy, we got our chocolate that we talked about. There's Royal Jam, which is a full HP recovery. Fairy Walnut, which recovers mana. But that's not important right now in the game, so we got the medical herbs, however you want to say it. And then the Cup of Wishes. Now the Cup of Wishes, once you get later into the game, the local town's shopkeepers, they'll start carrying this item with them at 150 gold. Much less expensive. However, with the convenience costs and with us being in the predicament that we're in, I can't not afford to not have Primm up right now. So I'm going to have to buy this.
Anything else?
Nope.
You see me?
You got it. So now I've got a Cup of Wishes, and I can spend it on Primm.
Thanks.
And that brings her up. She is fully healed, ready to go. This also reminded me that I need to check her. Yeah, I didn't give her any gear. That might be why she's just getting knocked over. So this is a big one right here. +3 to defense, not bad, but the evasion is important. +23. Magic defense by 3 as well. Perfect. So she currently has on the Kung Fu suit. Let's see. Yeah, the Kung Fu dress is a slight upgrade for her, so that's +13 to defense, +8 to magic defense. Fantastic. We'll take that as well. And it looks like she could have used the Power Vamprace. I did not buy one for her, sadly. The elbow pad is here. It's better than nothing. So we'll definitely put that on her as well. These equipment jumps, whenever you get something like that, you can feel it immediately. So that was just bad play on my part. Always equip your characters with the best equipment possible where possible. It makes a difference. So there we go. We stand there. All three on the platform. Voila. Bridge is open. I am going to kill these werewolves because they are really, really good XP. He's getting healed by either his partner or by that goblin eye up there, which we'll take care of in a minute. Okay, so now my characters have been turned into Moogles, which was a big, fluffy character that Squaresoft had created back in the day, I think. Don't quote me on that. I just feel like I've always seen him in the Squaresoft games, so that's why I'm saying it. It's a type of form of CC in this game. So if you're turned into a Moogle, you can't attack, but you can be damaged still and stuff. So basically, you just want those characters to stay behind and protect themselves and go into more of a defensive stance until everything's taken care of. So these eyes have that ability to do that. He's getting healed by his friend over there on the left. There we go. And they can also spawn Joblin goblins. Nice, we wiped them all out. So we're gonna go to the right. I'm gonna check out this room first. I'm pretty sure you have to go down the middle. Okay, so Primm just took another pretty sizable hit. And instead of just waiting for her to level again, I think she just leveled. We'll go ahead and we'll just heal her. Be on the safe side. Oh, now Poppy here is taking a hit. Don't like that. I'd rather spend the candy than having to buy another cup of wishes where at all possible. Which reminds me, I've got 7 of these left. We might be alright. So it looks like nothing was in these rooms, but that shouldn't deter you from ever going and exploring whenever you're in these types of areas, because there are cases where you will be able to go into these rooms and you will find a treasure chest, and it's going to have an orb or something like that inside of it. So definitely take the extra time to really explore every nook and cranny. The game will reward you for it. Made quick work of that. Nice. Work our way into the next room. Here we've got 2 chairs blocking the way. Okay. And looks like that might be our witch. That's the one we're looking for. Alright. See what we got going on here.
What noisy little children. The temple. You'll get what's coming to you.
The interact button didn't work with that for whatever reason. Alright.
Allow me the pleasure of sending you to my dear Thanatos.
No, Dyluck! Elinee, what have you done with him?
My. Oh my. Such a peculiar young man. For some reason, my magic didn't work properly on him. But Thanatos wanted him, so I sent him directly to the ruins in Pandora.
Thanatos?
Silly child. Thanatos is a mystic knight of the Vandole Empire who will crush your kingdom from within.
How could you?
Now that most of the people of the land have lost their souls, Thanatos will be unstoppable. All the mighty Thanatos has to do is storm the castle by attacking from the southern ruins. Now then, my little Spikey Tiger looks hungry. And you're on the menu.
Alright. Spiky Tiger. There he is. Damn, they all got knocked unconscious there. There, I'll shoot him with a bow in the butt. Whew.
Take more than that.
Try to stop me.
Looks like he's attacking Randi pretty consistently. Good lord. Damn it.
Takes more than that.
In the original, he was very predictable, whereas in the remake here, that's a little bit more unpredictableness. As you can see, there is a lot of damage being dished out there. Way to go. Boomerang orb.
No! Please forgive me. I didn't mean for this to happen. But once the magical herbs that grew in my forest withered, I had no choice. I exchanged the souls of the villagers for herbs from Thanatos to keep my powers. Lesson learned. I'm resigned to be a simple old lady and live a normal life from now on. If you're looking for that young man who was here earlier, he's already left for the ruins to the south of Pandora. You can take what's in that treasure chest over there. I don't need it anymore. The orb in the underground palace. You need to use ice magic to activate it. I'm back to my old magicless self, so I can't help you. You can take what's in that treasure chest.
Okay, so Elinee was using magical herbs to maintain her power that she was getting from Thanatos, because those herbs no longer grew in the forest for whatever reason. Probably due to the fact that mana has been dwindling in the world. So she's back to normal, which is perfect because now I don't have to kick her butt. Man. And we get some treasure. 50 gold. And the leather whip. So, there we go. We've got our next ranged weapon, the leather whip. So this thing right here is what's going to help us cross that chasm near the water palace. And now that we've defeated Elinee and brought everything back to normal, this castle is clear. There's no more enemies in it. Now in the forest, you could technically still go out there and grind if you wanted to, but there's nothing here, as you can see. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over to our items and use the magic rope. And this takes us to the, as you can see, the entrance to the whole entire dungeon. Castle, or whatever you want to call it.
I knew it. Dyluck is alive. Come to the Water Palace immediately.
It's Luca. Something must have happened. I've got to go.
I'm going to. I'm worried about Dyluck, but I need your help to save him. I'll go with you, but in return, you have to help me rescue Dyluck afterward.
Don't worry, I'm coming along. We'll get this job done in no time.
Alright, so everybody's sticking together and we're becoming a family. So go ahead, like I said before, this place is cleared out. Once we get back into the forests, all bets are off though. So I wonder what Luca's got going on that we need to get back there immediately for. Alright, let's try out our new whip. We have to equip it, sadly. But then, you just act like you're attacking it. Bam. There you go. And then you will have to re-equip your weapon. A little bit of a pain in the butt considering, you know, it's just how old the game is and the systems that are inside of it. And here we are. We are outside. We are back next to the Water Palace, conveniently, because this is where Luca needed us. So this is where I'll be cutting off the episode for today. Thank you so much for watching, of course. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to let me know down below. And it looks like we will go in the next episode, part 5, episode 5, and we'll go hit up the Water Palace and see what Luca's got going on. See if we can take care of her. So, till then, I will see you in the next video, and see you later!